Okay. Hello and welcome back to the final edition for this set, the 7th of Mario Kart Wii Retro Double Dash on Wii. As we're at Bowser's Castle. And Tim Wilson proposed an interesting question to me, what our least favorite track was. And I'll talk about mine first. I really only know the Wii tracks pretty well. And of those, as the Plum came down on the squash me in the middle of the track there. Wow, the top part of the track, you can tell I haven't played these tracks very much. You've got to go over to the left or the right here to get around that. My least favorite track on Mario Kart Wii, I don't know, I just really don't like the short tracks. But a track that really gives me trouble sometimes, I don't know why, it's not a tough track, is N64 Mario Raceway. My troubles have been well documented there as I fall off the track again. But in general, I really like the tracks in that game. So, no major complaints there. There was some thoughts on that question?
Okay. So, I say the worst Mario Kart track ever is... No! Dang it! is N64 Rainbow Road. Just because it's so long, it takes about 2.5 minutes to complete a lap, and it's just, can be pretty boring. And it's just the worst one.
Yoshi Falls. Stupid little short track with no hope of recovery.
You also don't like Shy Guys too much either, though. I know that.
Yeah, those dudes with my choice of bike, not a good pairing. But honestly, I like the whatever, Yoshi Falls even less.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you find it hard to believe, but it is true. Because sometimes I do actually manage to do well on Shy Guy. I don't know how, but there's a lot more chance that I'll win that one than Yoshi Falls.
You know, it seems counterintuitive as we're saying this. We're pretty good racers, but we don't like to see the short tracks, which are the easy ones, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. But it does if you really think about it, because since they're short tracks, it gives the other, if we other play with less skilled humans, or the CPU, we're obviously at a disadvantage, it gives them just bigger margin for error, and it gives us less margin for error. Just because of how short it is. So it's not, we don't like them because they're tough. Is the main thing. Yeah, that's a good point. When you use the ball bill in a higher place, you know, the computer kind of punishes you for it if you're using it up there, because you don't need it as badly as someone in a lower place in 12 or 11, and so you don't get it as long. Yeah, you just don't get it as long. And that can be frustrating sometimes.
Tough turns right here.
Yeah, if you've been watching, there are some definitely some turns. This is a full U-turn to the right there.
Wow, one tiny little mistake and I go from first to 10.
Stop shoving!
Now this jump right here, you've really got to watch and look ahead to make sure that you don't get nailed by the edges of those rotating fire twirls there.
Get there!
Oh! Did you have to say it then, Jordan? I did not mess up until you said that. And now I'm freaking blast.
I didn't mean to, I had to talk about it.
You could have waited. Just another second.
Race 8 here is going to take us to Rainbow Road. It's fitting that we finish
There we go.
at such an iconic track. And, oh wow, oh no, it wasn't Jim Ray. It was T. Wilson who pushed the over the jump in the air. And that's the set on the tracks and strategy and places to go on.
I was got you with that pop. I was going
The track and such, yeah, you did. But I just don't know these tracks well enough for that. So hopefully you get something out of the set. And maybe you race the tracks yourself so you're familiar with them anyway.
Three bananas. If Jordan gets a bomb in second.
Whoa, Jay Brand! Jay Brand!
I can do stuff with my bananas.
Oh, I thought you were still behind me. And this right here is a pretty tough curve.
Stop pushing me. Push me to the edge. Oh, shoot. Alright. Bad thing.
A blooper can be a tough present if you don't know the track very well, let me tell you that.
Yeah, I used to present.
Normally, I don't mind seeing bloopers at all, but...
We're just like, seriously?
Yeah, and you can get bloopers off the screen by going over a fast track or using a speed item as well. But they'll get off your screen in a short 6-7 seconds matter of time anyway. But sometimes, even if you do know the track really well and you get a blooper, you know, you can't always account for items on the track that, you know, aren't going to be there for race to race that you might hit. So that might be the only thing with the blooper on a track you do know well. Oh, damn, Jigger, you trucked that bomb so far.
I tried.
At this turn right here, I might recommend holding the drift the whole way so that you don't run into the wall.
Oh, bananas, damn!
And takes the race and the sets.
I had you guys.